we're going to talk with Condra Ridley, the manager of the Pontiac Branch Library, about a program, a unity program for Dr. Martin Luther King Day that was held, indeed, on January 21st. Condra, I want to thank you for coming on the show and giving us a little insight to this program. I guess, won't we just start off and tell the people a little bit about what the program is all about?
Our Unity program started last year with the idea that it's important for people to reflect on the importance of Dr. King and the rights and benefits that his struggle helped us to gain. So we thought it would be real good to have a big Unity celebration to commemorate the things that he added to American life. So we started out last year with our first Unity celebration, and we had it at the main library. We had such a good response to it that we decided to do it again this year.
Okay.
And we thought it was real important to have people just come together in order to recognize Dr. King and also recognize that there's still a freedom struggle going on.
Okay. Now, I do remember last year, I think, if I will, you might have been a little overwhelmed with the crowd and the turnout.
That's true. We were a little bit underprepared for the number of people that we received.
Okay. And I think that goes to the fact that Dr. King meant so much to a lot of people, or means so much to a lot of people, even the spirit. But at the same time, maybe the outlets for allowing that kind of thing to happen here in Fort Wayne may not have been as many, and so people really enjoyed or looked forward to doing something like that.
I think, it was good for us to see last year that there were so many people who were interested in doing something to recognize the holiday. This year is the actual sixth celebration, because the actual holiday began January 20th, 1986. Okay. So this is the sixth time that we get to have a celebration for the Dr. King holiday.
Now, what's on this year's program, I guess?
Okay, this year's program, as opposed to last year, we had a lot of different groups come out and represent themselves and make short speeches and do poetry and song for Dr. King. This year, we tried to get more talent presentations and shorten the program a bit, because we wanted to, to give a better message and encourage people to think about ways that they can better impact upon this community, to try to unify more and, make more positive changes in our community by being individually active. Okay. So that's what we want to promote.
So again, it's more of the I don't say entertainment level, but I don't say thought-provoking level, but not so much just a whole lot of speeches and that kind of thing, but just things to keep you interested.
Right. We wanted to provide something to motivate people and just have, a shorter program. We wanted it to be shorter but still have a good message that was, strong enough that people could go out with a good feeling about what they can do to make positive change in our city.
Okay. Now, you are the coordinator. You started this whole thing. What is it, I guess, that was your drive? Why did you take it upon yourself to want to do this, beyond just the idea of that Dr. King is a great figure for us? I mean, there had to be some internal thing there that really drove you to wanting to do this.
The thing that drove me most was just thinking that in the years past, there had been no one particular event going on to draw in the community. So this was, an effort to fill that void in our community. I thought it was important for us to have one central meeting place that was neutral. I think the library is a place where people from all kinds of backgrounds feel comfortable about going to, so we decided to have it again at the library, and hopefully that makes people feel comfortable and want to come in and share in the experience and celebration.
Good. I should tell people we're going to actually show them some of the events that took place on Monday night, January 21st, a little bit later in the program. One thing I want to jump off into, too, though, is that beyond this Unity program, again, you're the manager over at Pontiac Branch Library, what other kinds of things have you done over there? And I guess the other thing that I want to ask on top of that is, beyond the things that you've done, what has been the reaction of the kids? Because I know you have a lot of kids that come through there.
I think by children being exposed to information and also events celebrating not only, Dr. King, but other outstanding leaders who have made significant contributions to our lifestyle. I think it makes them feel better about themselves and, more aware. And they usually enjoy the programs that we do put on, the informational and educational things that we do.
Okay. Are you having anything special for Dr. King beyond, over at the branch, I should say?
Basically, there's not really much going on at the branch. We're going to do it all at the main library.
Okay, good.
For that evening.
Okay, and then I might as well get into, too, what about Black History Month that's coming up?
Well, of course, Black History Month is coming up for February, and we have already planned, just with young people in mind, a Parade of Leaders program that'll be held on February 15th, and we're going to have young people portray outstanding leaders in African American history. Okay. So we hope, we're doing it in cooperation with Cooper Teen Center.
Okay.
So we're hoping to, educate these young people and then help them to get active in showing history to the community.
Well, good. Well, Condra, again, we want to show people some of the I don't want to say the highlights of the show because everything was good, but we want to show people some of the things that took place in the Unity program on January 21st for celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. So we'll show that to you right now.
Who am I? And not long ago, I wrote a poem about Dr. Martin Luther King. Let us remember Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Across this country called the land of the free, spoke out a man with integrity. The suppression of his people had been too long by those who wouldn't admit that they were wrong. Slavery had ended in words, more or less, and in his robe of attire was a different dress. No matter how subtle prejudice may be, it's in complete opposition of God's identity. That's why this man, so needed in our age, has added to history another page. Not misunderstood, but despised, you see, by those who rejected equality. His passive resistance in his struggle to end hate brought the civil rights issue up to date. He knew that a land of prosperity was really never meant for a few to be. And no matter how hard our times may seem, we should all try harder to fulfill his dream.
White students are merely urged to explore Black history and culture. However, Blacks are not urged to explore white history, they're required to. And that is where the cycle starts. Textbooks are filled with white culture and influence, the success of white explorers, the tragedy of white deaths during war. The only time Blacks are mentioned generally is when they affected the white way of life, as in slavery. Do Blacks only become important when we brought them into our world? Is this what we mean to teach our kids? Think about it. Minority history and culture are never covered as if they had any relevance at all. Sure, Blacks need to know that it's okay to be Black, but white kids need to know that it's okay to be Black too.
And it makes you feel good, when our African American kids have that kind of positive feeling. But what was neat was when I said, let's list the characters of Martin Luther King today. It's his birthday. And one little boy who was in the first grade said, he was a good man because he died so I could ride on the bus with white people now. So I said, another little boy said he was honest. And a little girl said, a little white girl, Monique said, he wanted everybody to be just alike. Nobody's better than anybody else. And we went around the table, there were 17 kids there, and I was really enlightened that so many kids are really in tune with what's going on. And I said, I bet they're more in tune than a lot of us as adults. And what's really going on and what some of those strong attributes were. So tonight, I chose to talk a little bit about he lived love. Why can't we try love? That is my statue of liberty. For you see, my soul was set free, and I'm not ashamed. I will proclaim the old rugged cross as my statue of liberty, as my statue of liberty. The cross is my statue of liberty.
Okay, we hope that you enjoyed the Unity program footage that we just showed you, and that hope that you were able to participate. Condra, again, thank you for not only coming on A New Generation, but for taking the time out to put that program together. We hope that the people really enjoyed it.
Well, I really appreciate all the people who helped to make the program a success.
Okay,
Thanks to
good.
them.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of A New Generation. We hope that you've enjoyed the program, that you've been informed, and maybe that you've been gotten some kind of inspiration out of all the things that we've showed you today. So, until we see you again for A New Generation, I'm Steve Miller. Thank you. Good night.